New water, new ice, new neck piece. Police in the back, they gotta catch me. Only met me one time, she wanna sex me. New life, new bitty, yeah, she sexy. New water, new ice, new neck piece. If the police pulling up, they gotta get me. Only after could I touch her and she let me. New bitty, new bag, new.
Yes. We back in the building with another podcast, and this is RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And I think this is episode 184, if I'm not mistaken. The weekly, the RAWDOPE Weekly, man. You already know, man. The team Digital Empath, Leader Genius on the board, man. Kenny Faso couldn't be here today. He said some shit about what he said. His car was putting or something. I don't know, but you know he's always here, man. It's like out of almost 200 episodes, man. It's probably like the second one he ever missed. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. Got Speedy in the fucking building, man. I got Speedy to join the conversation today, man. Y'all see him around town, man. He's a producer. He's an editor. He's a videographer, man. He's a manager. He's a role player. He came to chop it up, man. And yours truly in the building. If I ain't said in the beginning, your boy DJ VYLO, man. The king of independent underground super. See, I'm gonna say it's 3 levels to independent and underground. You got underground, A-list, B-list, and C-list. And one thing my man DJ VYLO loves to do is he loves to move them C-list independent underground artists to A-list underground artists, and then you know, next thing you know, there'll be a B-list celebrity, and then there'll be an A-list celebrity. So there's no steps to skip. But he's the legend of that, though, man. So 184, the rise to 200 episodes. I can't believe it. 16 episodes away for breaking another milestone. I remember me and shout out to Lil Black, the CEO, man. Lil Black did my 100th episode. Like, God, I was just like it was yesterday. It was 100 episode. You know what I mean? Like 100. You ever did 100 or something? You dropped 100 mixtapes?
Nah, I ain't dropped.
Did 100 videos?
Probably, yeah.
You did 100 videos?
Yeah, I had to do over 100.
You know, Lee, you got over 100 videos?
Got 100 miles, man.
I probably did 100.
Hold up.
I counted 100 grand before.
Yeah. I ain't never make it to counting 100. You know what I'm saying? I tried, man. That motherfucking 100,000 hard to get, man. Now, so you rich niggas, you probably got it. I'm just saying, really, from a penny to 100 grand, like, it's hard. And, you know, a lot of niggas get to 30 to the 80, you know, and it real money talk, like, it get shaky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might hold 50 for a while, get shaky, and pills kick in. What you mean you got 100 miles? 100, what's 100 miles? 100 acres?
Nah, man, I'm talking about running.
Running.
Let's grow.
So he wants everybody to know. Lead the James wants everybody to know he got a brick body or some type of fitness shit going on. I don't know, man. But hey, 100 miles. I never ran 100 miles in my life. I don't even think I walked 100 miles. I drove 100 miles. You ain't run no 100 miles, bro.
I ain't talking about that one
day.
All
right. What did it take you about? What, 10 days to take you to run 100 miles?
Yeah, it's probably like 2 weeks.
All right, 2 weeks. Okay, so that's like 8 miles a day.
You ain't running 8 miles a day back to back. Your knees will be messed up. No,
the running man did.
Yeah, you can do it if you really condition.
Running man ran the whole damn city.
Yeah, every day. Don't say you can't do it. That man ran from east to west.
I seen that man on the school site now.
Nah, you
still alive? Running man still alive?
On a bird.
Hey man, if you tapped in right now, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Tag Hennessy in the comment. So what's good, guys, man? Hey, Speedo, what's good, man? Tell us a little bit about your company. This episode we usually do the weekly is really when the whole staff just come out and we just chop it up about shit just to entertain our fans because we focus so much on no fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. So we just like to dedicate the weekly to current events because people just be like, oh, we want to hear you talk about shit that's going on in the industry and get your opinion about this and that. So the weekly, we like to keep it DMV in Baltimore, but also we step outside the box and hit some hot topics. So just tell me a little bit, just introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little bit about your brand and your company.
I go by the name of Speedy.
I call him Speedo.
From White Rock, you feel me? Like, started the Where You At Network about
3 years ago before the pandemic. I mean, right before the pandemic. And the crazy thing is, I just went to my gram and I said, all right, who do I know in the city? And I inboxed everybody I knew.
For real.
And the surprising thing, Lil Black, Stokey, a lot of prominent people, they answered back, say, yo, we supporting you 100%. So that was like a super boost of confidence, you feel me? So once I got that boost of confidence, then I saw, and I got in the field, and I started really connecting with the people that wanted to see other people win. I really saw that was the void. So I want to build my company around connecting the dots, like connecting people who want to see other people win. You feel me? Because, you know, Baltimore segregated, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, some people over West ain't never been over East. You know, some people from South ain't never left Cherry Hill and shit like that.
I remember, like, I was going over East since a kid, but I remember going over East. I had a 1988, it might have been a 90 Crown Victoria station wagon. And I hooked up with some chicks and shit. And make a long story short, we was kicking it. And I'm like, yo, what y'all trying to do? I go to the bar back then. Back then we was drinking Jack. So Hennessy was like stepping it up. Like, I really like Jack. I go get a fifth of Hennessy, a fifth of Hypnotic. I go get like 10 bags of weed for 80. And I ask some girls, say, yo, what's up? They like, yo, everything you got is cool the moment, right? We fuck with them things. So what the fuck? What's some things? Some coke, some dope and shit. I don't fuck. Like, no, the E-pills.
Skittles.
It was Skittles. It took me over Ashland and Rose.
Yeah, that's that.
And you know what I mean? Went on a flight, and it was a flight to remember. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I think I was about 19. You know, I'd been over East, but it wasn't like my man that lived in Goodnow, and my man right here, man, he went to Morgan. So I was always over East, but I ain't know about I ain't know where Ashland and Rose was at. And going through that motherfucker was kind of troubling. Like, hold up, I'm thinking they ready to put me together. You got damn right. But they actually, they was $20. Then I think they actually took the $60, went around the corner, cop. I thought it was some fiend shit, being the way I was raised. Cop, came back, y'all took them joints, and you know the rest was history. But I get it, you know what I'm saying. So at a young age, I tried to explore. Like I was little, you know. So we used to find our way out Orange Mills, find our way out Tyson. We used to go skating out Painters Mill. So I was, and you know, back then it was like subways and shit and buses weren't existing, so you had to walk. I mean, when I remember going to the movies in Security Square Mall in the 90s, and nigga, if you ain't get out, if you had a movie that was over like 12:30, you might be walking down Security Boulevard, bro. Cause ain't nothing was coming up there, no cabs, no hacks, no interaction was up there. But now you probably can make out because there's so much city in the surrounding areas, and a lift ain't nothing but a phone call. But yeah, man, I got around Baltimore, but you know, just to piggyback on what you said, I had homeboys that never left Park Heights. I had homeboys that, I didn't want to say Libby Heights and Garrison, that neighborhood, they got around. But my homeboys, I just know everything was up Park Heights. Cinderella's, my dom was down the street, or the right Stern Road Plaza. You know what I'm saying? The Jamaican store. We had carryouts everywhere. So it's like, bro, when am I going? Where am I going? And everything I need right here, B. Ain't never leaving the Heights. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So what kept your drive going after you received that alley hoop from everybody?
I mean, like, just that alone, I'm talking about like $100,000, man. Like, it was just people. Like, I didn't even have a proof of concept at that time. You feel me? It was just the fact that just me asking, and you know, asking people for stuff that wasn't a thing of mine before, because you know I get everything on my own, but in this field, you feel me, you know, you need to network. But
yes,
so that just boosted my confidence, and you feel me, I executed. They set me up, I executed, and I've been growing ever since. But yeah, that, I mean, just the support. So I know as crazy to try to make our city look, it's people here that want you to win and that's going to support you. We just got a network.
I tell Lee that almost every phone call. Out 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, I tell her, because I say, bro, imagine if you could build a hub where everybody do give fuck, and then you can get the people that don't got no shit with them. Well, dudes telling you up front, like, man, I ain't no bitch. I ain't no sucker, but I'm not on nothing but working with my camera, trying to record, do content. I don't got all this. I don't got all that, bro. I'm trying to DJ, VYLO. Hey, yo, I'll go to all your shit and hold your crates. Bro, I'll pay for the lift this time, bro. You gonna let me scratch for 10 minutes? You know what I mean? Oh, bro, like, I want to be a podcast host. I don't think I got it like you. How you do it? Nigga, come sit right here. They gonna hit the cameras. You're a part of the episode. And then we gonna do it like that. Why I feel as though in our city that's known to the world as the most worst place in the world, it is those people here. It's not many, but we here. We just got to get together and know how to have that door locked and say, bruh, anybody come through this door, if that's not into the art that's trying to destroy what we build, we must demolish them. We must not let no type of nothing, no crack, no water getting in the cracks. Like, all this got to be up. Like, we don't got time to be getting over on each other because niggas getting over, bro. I can't make all the podcast money. Bro, you can't DJ all the gigs. Bro, you can't shoot all the podcasts. Speedy, you can't market all, you can't buzz all the marketing deals, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize that shit and the selfishness, that's the worst thing I feel like knowing a man is selfishness. Motherfuckers is just too selfish and think you got a crumb more than them, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad trait that I see in the black man. I ain't gonna speak about no other culture, just a black man from the inner city, bro. That just like, yo, bro, like, it's enough. I remember being in the riots, and I remember things was going down. I remember being in the middle of the riots, telling everybody before the guns and fists came out, bruh, hold up. It's all free. Let me watch this. Yo, here, man. Here, we just pass them to each other and get what you got. Just pass it up, bro. Just pass it. Pass it. If you keep it, not keep it. But right now, the people that's in the dungeon, all they trying to do is get it out the basement. Pass it up. And then, yo, bro, every two you pass up, put one to the side for them downstairs. That was orchestrated in the middle of pandemonium. And I was like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? You can get to the people, you just tell them what makes sense, bro. Why is everybody trembling? The law not coming. Nothing coming. Calm down, take a deep breath, and let's get everything. Rushing, we gonna miss the pot of gold. Let's just get everything. Make everybody should be happy right here. It's 200 people. Every last person can be happy. Just calm down, bro. And niggas, one person just yell out, he right. And we got the moving. You get what I'm saying? We got the moving. Everybody made out. Over made out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still probably popping bottles open. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Motherfuckers said it was just a make out like that because, yo, you was in a basement of shit. And people storage for 3 years getting to it. So I'm like, yo, let's don't fight and beef over that shit, bro. And the same thing is with anything, bro. Even with music, bro. Like, some of these artists stuck together more. Shit. Like, yo, bro, White Boy with the Bag did that Christmas list was great. I be like, yo, DJs, why y'all don't put out more music with the home team in it, mixed with what's going on? Put a tech song up against a baby song.
I'll tell you why, though.
Why?
A big part of that is a lot of these local establishments not really understanding and realizing where they at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, a lot of these establishments, even where I've been at, they want more of a suburban clientele. You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, we in the urban area. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's taking so long for us to really excel. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, like, I've gotten in trouble at a lot of gigs for throwing on some tech or for throwing on different shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all in your blender.
Possibly.
Because as a DJ, they going to tell you, hey, look, man, keep it, all the hits, keep this going, keep the dances going.
I'll tell you what they say. They say top 40 pop.
Yeah.
Top 40 pop ain't
but you as a DJ got to know how to put the top 40 pop, top 40 hip hop, top 40 reggaeton, and then 20 DMV artists. You have to prepare that show because you in control. You got to make it feel good. If they hear Bunny, whatever his name is, Bad Bunny, and you that's why I told you, like, bro, like, you got to get real, that blend is easy because you got Bad Bunny going in there. When they hear that beat and they hear a little bit of him, and you come over there, I'm on the trip, and you bring the Bad Bunny back in there, you caught their attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you gotta sneak that play in with like a New York second. You know what I'm saying? It's called controlling the crowd. So you gotta be like, how can I? And I feel like the way the DJ, if I was a DJ, which I should have been, that's how I would have did it. Oh yeah, don't play this, don't play. I'm gonna play it. You ain't even gonna know I play it because I'm gonna play it so fast and get it out there. Because like you said, I heard you was saying one time, only motherfucker listen is the first 16. If I can get that Tech or that Roddy or that Chad's first 16 out, blended in with the hottest beat in the world, I won the race. Then put the last 4 bars into an acapella, and before the motherfucking owner coming in there, I'm in the Megan Thee Stallion with a Cardi B blend in with a motherfucking Beyonce blend. So what are we talking about? Yeah, that's on my blend list.
That's a valid point you just made. So I'm glad you just said that, because in a lot of situations, artists here, they don't understand how DJ pools work either. You know what I'm saying? You got to release your acapella version. You got to release your instrumental version. You got to get some of these DJs to start doing some of these mashup versions.
Yeah.
They not reaching out. Like, even when we went to the show, you know what I'm saying? I can't even count how many artists actually walked over.
I heard you.
Ain't too many artists walked over to me, and I was very inviting. But y'all got to be willing to tap in with some of these DJs. Y'all see DJs and y'all not tapping in. That don't really make sense. These the people that's going to play your music on the radio. They going to put your music in other people's hands and things of that nature. So it's just about the openness. It's just everybody got to be open within doing the business of things, you know? Once that business get straightened out and people start releasing these different versions of their music, it'll make it a lot easier.
I beg to differ on that only because of this. I'm going to tell you why. It's because I said this in the meeting with Phantom, Major, and all that. Listen, bro. When I heard DJ say, you got to reach out, that's bullshit. My daddy was a DJ. No. DJ discovered music, because if you look at when DJ first was a big thing, DJs are always in record store. You can hand your shit to a DJ. He's going to play it because that's what a DJ do.
But you got to hand it to him, though.
You gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to him. Or like I say, if I was a DJ, bro, I'd be killing them because SoundCloud would be my number 1 app. Spotify, because I'm like, what's the new releases? What's the names that we don't know? And you discover people. That's what makes a great DJ, and that's what take a DJ to the top. It's a known fact. Look at Clue. Look at Drama. Look at Kid Capri. Look at Scream. You know what I'm saying? They had a situation that took them a time. They brought something to the people. What crowned them. When the Gangsta Grills came out and you got that Jeezy, Can't Ban, the Snowman, what? Everybody and their mother, not only like the Jeezy, but everybody and their mama wanted the Gangsta Grill, because why? Drama brought something that wasn't there. That's the purpose of a DJ. That's the power you got as a DJ. The producer got a power of making a beat. The artist got a job to making a beat perfect, and the DJ got a way to making people dance to that shit. You know what I'm saying? All records didn't get accepted at first, bro. It was DJs breaking them, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I heard DJs do it all the time, them big DJs that you be seeing in London and shit. I'll be like, nigga, I paid $150,000. And I listen to them, these DJs, they go for reggaeton to reggae, to techno, to R&B, to a hip-hop mix. They might even throw Nasir X in. They getting busy. Because at the end of the day, DJs is moving around like rappers. Because they control the music. Nigga, you want to holler at me, you see what I did. Because that nightlife illusion, everybody drunk, everybody smoke, everybody had a good time. All you want to do is hear that music blast.
Thanks.
You control the world, bro. DJs control the world, bro.
And everybody,
you got damn right.
That.
Yes. DJs control the world, man. What you think, Speedo?
I think it's just Baltimore culture. Like, we just been used, like, the radio station really had a monopoly on shit for a long time. So
92Q
right.
and them fuck Baltimore City hip hop community up, because they do their little rap attack, and I've been listening to them lately just because I grew up off of 92Q like everybody did. My dream was to rap on 92Q. I listened to it in jail, I listened to it in the streets. I love 92Q at a point. But for the last, I'm going to say, maybe, man, the last 7 years, I ain't really been feeling 92Q, because as Baltimore grew more and more and more, I'm like, yo, why are y'all work? For one, I don't like for you to be out of town controlling the radio station or had the biggest morning show. Like, that got to go. We understand this disc jockeys come from everywhere, but the main people that we should know should come from Baltimore. That's why Squirrel, Pork Chops, and Miss Tony, and people like that were so irrelevant in the city, because they was in on-reach. But they could never really break records. That's why I feel like Squirrel ain't as big, ain't globally as big as he should be, because they never gave them no power. And sometimes me as I'd have been got fired. Cali said I got fired from the radio station every day. Then they bring me back, because it's just, I'm breaking records, bro. As soon as you gone, I'm breaking it. I'm running it through the airway, because you never know. You get what I'm saying? So that's my thing going.
Yeah, that's definitely 92Q with the monopoly, and they ain't run it right. You feel me? and they still ain't. Listen, radio is dying. It might be dead, but radio ain't.
No, I think it's just dead for us in our city.
Nah,
Because
radio
92Q, no.
Podcasting bigger than radio.
Shade
right
in
now.
the morning, that Shade radio the shit. Shade FM to the radio, internet, XM radio,
Yeah,
that's
but-
the
yeah,
shit.
I was about to say
That ain't
now,
gonna die, bro. That-
That's
I-
satellite radio though.
Yeah, I would love to get a deal to do satellite radio because it's
That's like podcasting for real.
it's like podcasting for real. That's the best thing they ever
I'm
made.
talking about traditional radio.
Yeah.
Is damn near dead for real.
Yeah.
Like even with investors and all that, they putting their money in the podcasting and stuff now. You feel
You
me?
motherfucker right. And I feel like 92Q and the people that run it still don't get it.
That's because 92Q ain't running shit. You got Radio 1 that own damn near the whole East Coast.
I like Magic 95.9 better than
And I think they
92Q.
owned by Radio 1 too.
Yeah, they cool. And the shit the silver what's his name? Quicksilver on the DC radio
DC,
station. It's like
yeah.
every radio station better than our radio station. Even you go up Philly, like you can hear it. Like, bro, as soon as you go up north, their radio stations are different.
Because they got culture. Like
got culture.
And
They don't-
They stick to their culture.
Yeah, they stuck. Then you go up New York, what?
Yeah, that.
New York radio is
But there's a lot of
crazy.
pressing up that came with that though. I think us as artists, starting with me, that generation of artists, was soft on the radio. Cause the main one that was popping up on DJs in the radio, bro. Like, Mobb Deep, you gotta knock on them doors, and I don't think a lot of dudes was doing that. The best and the biggest radio station in my heart and in my opinion was 88.9. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was like one of the best, man.
All I know is 92Q, 93.9.
The regular shit, but
95.5.
88.9 was Morgan State radio station.
Oh, okay. All right,
It was Morgan State radio station. It was the biggest in the world.
College station.
It was a college station, and bro, they played hip hop.
They fell
Yeah.
off too.
No, after my man Ock left, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
I don't
fell
know.
off. They fell off.
88.9 still exists, but they don't have that moment.
We still trying to figure out a way where as though we can, they was doing something up there where as though they was willing to showcase new talent.
All across the city, not
Yeah.
just for them.
Yeah, all across the city, other cities
Yeah.
as well, but it
Might
just
to get a
like
show on the channel.
shit fell off.
I don't know how to do that. I wish I could. I wish I could go up. I wish I knew somebody that
We going
could connect that
we
dot.
going to throw on a dope podcast. Yeah, we going to storm more again.
I would like that for the homecoming. What you think, Lee?
Shout out Stunner. My man
Sound
Stunner
cool.
up there, man.
You go to school?
My man Stunner. Nah, he work up there in the radio station. We was trying to get him in there, but you know what I'm saying? Like
He work in the radio station in
work
Morgan?
in the radio station. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
But it's politics, man. You know how that shit go. It's politics. They more political now, so it just making it a little bit more harder to really be able to get some of these artists to break through, man. But like Speedy just said, man, we gotta start storming these radio stations. We gotta start storming this shit,
We
man.
got to set the
'cause-
new standards for
Yeah.
rewrite this shit because it ain't working.
I think I've been rewriting it though with this RAWDOPE podcast shit,
Facts.
bro. Like I've really been like rewriting it because I think personally, my journalism and having a press pass and having my press kit and everything, I think I can land a job on a radio station or somebody else's podcast and make good money. But ownership and leadership is
Not
everything.
like your own.
You know what I'm saying? Some people good with going to a company and making that company big and being part owner of that company. But I just felt like in order to get the message that I'm trying to get across in the field that I'm at, I needed for me to be at the steering wheel. I'm not afraid to let nobody else drive, but it'd be like somewhere down the line, people get soft. Like, so people forget. And I think that's the most biggest thing with Baltimore, bro. Like, people get the scratch. People look for instant gratification. I knew back when I was rapping, it's gonna take like 10 tapes and close to 5 to 10 years to get on and rap. Niggas don't know. That's why they be like, you gotta be young and you blossom. If you look at the artists that's out, that's banging, some of them had, overnight success, you know what I mean? But most of them, it's been damn near 10-year grind. You know what I mean? And they ain't, you know what I'm saying, get that yet. So it's never easy. So when we do this podcast shit, it's be like, we just trying to put people on, you know what I'm saying? And treat them how I want to be treated. If I was an artist, I had clothes, I was a DJ, or I was a nigga that was a marketing guy, or I could network deals. Like, opportunity is everything. Even if it don't work out, like, you know what I'm saying? We can't lose nothing we never miss. We didn't ink a big distribution deal. So if you went out there and tried 50 times and we never could get it, we not hurt. We more hungry. That's the way I think.
You goddamn
I
right.
ain't hurt about that. You know, we thirstier. You might get discouraged and be like, man, I don't think that shit for me. That's cool. It's for me. I'm going to keep going and just look for the next person who would do the next 50. We might not get it until try 500. But, man, nothing beats a failure but a try. And ain't nothing coming to a quitter but a loss. That's it. Nothing's coming to a quitter but a loss. You ever seen a quitter gain anything but a loss?
Nope.
That's it. That's the only thing you got guaranteed. So, with this shit, we try to just put people on, man, and do right. And it's still a difficult thing because people don't want to pay. People want to ask you the weirdest shit. If you go to Angela Yee in the Breakfast Club and they tell you a rat and they put you in the Breakfast Club, you don't give a fuck what the rat go to. You like, I'm in front of DJ Envy, Angela Yee, New York, 5 million people. I'm happy. Y'all ain't putting it out today, okay? Just call me when you put it out. That's how grateful you is for that big name. Why you ain't that grateful for the smaller name? See, one thing I said to myself, like, bro, if you ever make it, bro, I ain't gonna treat the small man bigger than the bigger man. And I said, my circumference might not like that. You get what I'm saying? They might not like that. You know what I'm saying? People I'm close, I'm like, man, you just met that man, this and that. It is what it is. It's 2 things can happen with this man. This man gonna come in here and kill us, or this man crosses and he die. Or he crosses and get one of his teeth knocked out. He crosses and get his shit busted. So the first thing when I see another black man or any human, I'm not thinking the worst of him because I'm like, bro, you can bring the worst out you and it could hurt me. That's the chances we take. But if you don't hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hurt you, bro. Because all I did was open my chest up and say, bro, this is what I meant to, bro. Here go my Legos. Here go my G.I. Joe. There go the bike and the ice cream. Treat yourself. Man, now you took the fucking G.I. Joe, man. You feel me? You took the bike. What if somebody else want to ride the bike? That's when the conflicts and interests come in. So that's just how I feel about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't stick together, and then the motherfuckers that be preaching stick together get in a situation, and then they get selfish. You get what I'm saying? You gotta watch people who say stick together because sticking together can mean they're hitting the agenda. You know what I mean? That's why I'm a person that like to put it all on the table. If I told you, if I say to you, for instance, man, Kenny a piece of shit, stupid, he lazy. I'm just speaking an example, not saying, but if I tell you that, I tell it to Kenny while all of us standing right here.
Kenny ain't here, by the way.
No, but I tell it to him. That's my friend, my brother. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say nothing to you without saying in the front of a mask. If me and you having a conversation, pull my motherfucking card and say, yo, you got that right. I said it. Yeah, I said it. You know what I mean? Because you gotta say what you mean and mean what you say, and tell people what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? People always want to hear what it ain't instead of what it is. I'm a person that want to hear what it is, whether it's good or bad. Just tell me. You know what I mean? Let me deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
People be scared of reality, man. That's what I noticed, man. People don't want to face reality. That's why drugs so big.
And people and people want to get. People want instant gratification, and then people want to start with you, and then when people want, I said like this, right? Just say for instance, you had a spouse and y'all been together for a while, and she cheating. You know she cheating. You don't pull it up because you're just like, I'm gonna leave her. You know, man, I know what she doing. It's obvious. I got the proof, and then you confront them about it, but you don't tell them what you know. They go in the defense mode and in the lion mode. No, I could never do that, and then you just say, oh shit. I gotta run to the car to get something. Look at this real quick. Tell me what you think about this. And it's the whole video of you doing that and everything. And you look, man, this was from November 2019. You knew all this time. Yes. But what I learned in prison was I can't let you control me. If I reacted to that situation, I might have lost everything I had. But the time will come where you know, they say Judgment Day. You will have your day that I will address that. You get what I'm saying? Well, who the fuck is you for me to address your betrayal or your disloyalty up front? You get what I'm saying? If I want to address it up front, I'm going to address it up front. But just like the police department, we going to build a case. So when we take it to court, it ain't no plea deals. It ain't nothing because you ain't going to like what we putting on the table. So you're going to have to go all the way. And the chance of you winning the trial, the jury will be back in 90 minutes with the verdict. And that's the way I move through life, bro. Like, if you ain't, I tell people this shit all the time, bro. Like, it don't cost you nothing. Pay the next person no mind. It don't cost you nothing. If that person don't want to be rich and don't want to be successful, you can still be my friend. Might not call you every day, might not see you every day, but I still love you, brother. It's just that we moving this way and you going backwards. Now, I'm saying we could throw the rope and bring you up here with us, but if you don't want the rope, we not throwing it. We not wasting our rope. Y'all get that? You get what I'm saying? We not wasting the rope because somebody might need, we can race the rope with you and you fuck us up, then the rope too short when somebody else need the rope. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I think about it. But just to get into the weekly, man, what's going on?
So I did want to touch on something as a part of the weekly. You know what I'm saying? The RAWDOPE podcast showed out at DC and Wasted Lounge. Brought some music out there from Baltimore. We let DC get a chance to see some of the talent we got out here. Shout out Neiman Marcus. Shout out BRM Stunting. Shout out Big Fug, One Love, and Leak Almighty. That was huge, man. We went out there. We did our thing, man. I feel like we definitely stole the show, man. Show up, right?
Did Lee come?
Huh?
Did he ever come?
I don't know. Did he?
No. I ain't seen him. You seen this week?
So you ain't see me there in spirit?
No. Usually to set the camera crew.
I think he was glowing somewhere in the back of the.
No, he was in Annapolis at a cookout. He was in Annapolis, and when I talked to him at like 4:30, I said, Lee's not gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. But Lee show up for everything, so that was cool. Though, yeah, the event was cool. I liked it. Like I said, you get down to Eastern Shore, the District of Columbia, Laurel, Maryland, Hagerstown, Cumberland, PG County, you know what I'm saying, Calvert County, St. Mary's. They very supportive out that end. You know what I'm saying? They're very supportive out that end. So I wasn't expecting nothing but what I got, because anytime I went to D.C. at an event and saw the D.C. people in action, that was the type of vibe I got. You know what I'm saying? It was always very, very supportive. That's why I understood like High Shot, Glizzy, Wale, Gold Links, you know what I'm saying? A few people from that area got right, because, you know what I'm saying, they're willing to send their artists off. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore is all about being that person. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be that person in that art form. You know what I'm saying? You have to be that person that do the art. Baltimore, you gotta be that nigga, then that person to do the art. Then your crew gotta be some type of way, and you have to be vouched for. Other places, people just really come to listen to the music and just see the talent. You know what I mean? And I seen that in Colorado too. And like I said, I seen it in the outskirts of Maryland. I even seen it in Virginia. I think New York kind of ignorant. I think Boston is ignorant as they is. I think they really support hip hop. I think like Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? It's like people that really listen to that shit, whereas though artists can be bullshit to us, but he'll get a chance in front of the mass, because like, you can't tell a person what they like or what simply flirt they both. You know what I'm saying? But what else been going on?
So, all right, so check this out. The game says Lil Baby, Lil Durk will be the Jay-Z and Nas of this generation, and NBA Youngboy will be the Pac of this generation.
The game?
The game. He said the game said Lil Baby and Lil Durk is Jay-Z and Nas of this generation.
And Youngboy is the Tupac.
And Youngboy is the Tupac. I agree with the Youngboy statement. You know what I'm saying? I agree with the Youngboy statement. I do feel like Youngboy is the Tupac of this generation.
Lil Baby and Durk and Youngboy is probably the top 3 biggest artists under 30.
So do you feel like he's saying that as far as numbers, or do you feel like he's saying that as far as like the music?
He has to be saying that, from a music standpoint, because numbers don't matter to somebody that did 5 million records and been with people that did Diamond and worked with Dre. So, and he's a lyricist, and he's a pretty good artist, and he is a fact that he has had good projects. So I think he's judging it off the music. And when you think about Control, it's like Drake has grown into that goddess status, you know what I'm saying, as far as the artistry, and now he's in the Afro beats, he's in different things. But speaking from a perspective of what Biggie was to the street dudes and what Pac was to the street dudes, and and what Jay-Z was to like, successful hustles, I could see Lil Baby, Dirt and Youngboy would yeah. That makes sense. That's different. Because I'm trying to compare them, and the only one I could think that could go up against them, my honest opinion, is YG Tech. Yeah, I believe that if you put Tech albums next to their albums and have a listening session, it's gonna be a long night. You got damn right.
See, that's what makes it so tough because there's so many music artists out here.
No,
There's so
but
many
far
great
as,
music artists
but
out
they
here.
already great. You mean they've been in the door all for 5 years and better. They gain what you want to gain out of music, and all they doing is adding to the legacy, and the legacy is fucking huge. If they don't end up in jail, you know what I'm saying, or dead. You know, God like, forget it. You know what I mean, Speedy? Like, cause you know, Durkee old name and Young. I don't think Baby is worse than Dirt and Young Boy. Cause you know you don't really hear about Baby getting in too much. So Baby gives me the Biggie Smalls vibe. You know he don't really get into too much. He is what he is, but that shit crazy. And then that Lil Dirt, I watch the internet a lot. Like Lil Dirt, bro. I just be like, yo, please don't fumble. Whoever you got in your corner, man, keep him in your corner because that shit you be rapping, be serious. To know that, man, you watch some of them breakdowns of that boy's song in Chicago, and man, I always say them guys couldn't be from Baltimore. They been in jail. Boy, just imagine us dissing the dead and the rap. The state's attorney have a field day. That's a conviction. Where I come from. Yeah, you dissed them in that song. You had something to do with it. You feel me? Yes. And then a motherfucker be done told on them boys down here, man. Like, yeah, hell no. They getting shit done.
And they don't care about none of the new laws. Can't use your lyrics and none of that. They gonna make you fight that on the appeal. Yeah. You might do 5 years and do that on that. Come back on the appeal.
YGGT.
I don't know. I never looked into his case. I know he got.
I think they use his lyrics.
Wow.
And Freetown. He was another up and coming.
He was. I seen him in New York in Bonnie's, and I knew a couple people that was in his entourage and shit, and he was up there, you know, saying he was hollering at Def Jam through like Pusha T. Mm-hmm. So Tay definitely was going. Tay was definitely there to get over the hump, but unfortunately, you know, he's serving X amount of time in federal prison. That's so sad, and bro, like, dang, like Tay really made. So that's what I'm saying. You can almost put YGG Tay projects up against the Lil Babies and Dirt because they not hot, they talking that lingo, meaning that they all in that same lane. So I just be like, bro, what if Tech music got to a mass of people like Dirt shit? You know what I'm saying? Then we'll be comparing projects. You know what I'm saying? What if Moose, you know, got to go up against somebody? You know what I'm saying? You know, the Young Boys. You know what I'm saying? Some of his music, you know, that Moose Leroy shit was hard.
Oh, that shit was hard as shit. That's
all
I was
Leroy
listening to at one point.
And you might could put that against something, but you know we know it.
We know,
and maybe 10 other states know it, but the mass need to know it, and you be like, oh shit.
They don't accept our sound yet. I know that's what it is because to this day, you go anywhere and they hear your accent, they laugh at our accent. You feel me?
I feel like they are accepting our sound, but technically speaking, like Baltimore music, we don't really have a sound. You know what I'm saying? Our sound is just great music.
I mean, like as far as our lingo and the way we talk, like that's just people just can't get over the way we talk. Like we don't talk like nobody else. Like we got a unique sound, a unique culture, and it's kind of like when Wale was trying to push Go-Go. Like he tried to, but it ain't really accepted everywhere outside of the DMV. You feel me?
Well, let me ask you something. Who's really pushing? I'm not saying it's nobody out there really doing it because it is. But who's really putting Baltimore on that pedestal where as though we really can push that music? You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, I'm not speaking down on any artists, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of artists get the mindset like I need to get out because they do show love in other places a lot more. I think
Shorty, even though I don't, you know, I think he's like making the. It's a dude like Roddy signed, Pyrex signed, Shorty signed, Low Smith, you know, moving around the industry. You know, Tech got things going on. You know, TMC the Don. The list goes on. I be knowing about, you know, a lot of shit because of the copyright and shit, and they tell me who I'm up against. So the dude's got shit going on, but you know, it take time. But like, it's like
It's that network.
The first year Lamar Jackson was with the Ravens, he started.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if y'all sign me, I have to turn out. I'm like, yo, if y'all sign me, bro, like, we had to have the rollout for the next 90 days. I need this, that to put me here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I feel like the biggest artist that came out of Baltimore outside of Billie Holiday is probably Cisco.
Drew
Hill, but solo dolo Cisco.
Cisco.
Nobody could fuck with Cisco. I don't because Cisco didn't get his just due or whatever happened with Drew Hill, that like put a dark cloud over our city too. Because if I feel like if Cisco would have just been like Chris Breezy or just had how Chris Breezy ever had it just to be irrelevant, it bring shit to the city. It take your stars to bring it back to the city. It's nothing here but the casino. You know what I mean?
You remember when before Jeezy they was in a group. Remember
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
I feel like the hottest niggas from Baltimore so just get together on some Boys in the Hood shit, you feel me? And make super noise like that and just crash the industry like that.
They doing it though. You know what I'm saying? That white boy project, that shit was
white
big.
boy project was massive.
That shit was huge.
He like the Khaled of Baltimore with that shit. And I feel like he should do another one of the project.
I told him that in the interview.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that
he was like,
interview.
yo, I got it coming. But I was like, I want to tell him, like, you know, white boy, like, it should have came Christmas list, and then we should have been like, you know, it should have been a 4th of July or Labor. I mean, Memorial Day.
Every holiday, we get something.
Yeah, but once you gave us a Christmas list, you know, bus fare and some of them great
Classics, bro.
Classics. All right, so you got a January, February, March, April, summertime come around, get to put the window down, drop the classics. Then we should have been hit again by the 4th or Memorial Day.
It's about consistency.
But he said he coming.
Exactly.
Consistency and constant pressure. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but it's true that he's consistent because, you know, under his umbrellas.
I ain't even just
the
talking
two
about white
hottest.
boy though. Yeah, white boy consistent as fuck. But I'm just saying overall. As
I like
a
his
whole,
story, how he started learning how to make beats. Like, anything's possible. And he didn't make it, but he's making a living off of it. Like you know, 2,000, 500 off a beat. But just imagine, for me, even with podcasts, I'm like, bro, like, every dollar nigga get when we drop the t-shirts, it's making a couple thousand. Like, that shit feel good. You know what I'm saying? So just like, you know, he said, I bought his first laptop. He created, he executed, and then now he's like, it felt so good to hear him say, like, yeah, it's DJ White Boy, the creator of Bus Now, or Bus Fair, excuse me. Like, I'm like, yo, that's so powerful to me. Because you from Baltimore, you like, I know how proud you is of this song. This song didn't go gold, this song didn't go platinum, but it's diamond to us. It's diamond.
Young niggas too.
It's diamond. You know what I'm saying? Your kids could sing that song word for word.
Young niggas with a cut. But look, if you think about all the artists that's popping, bro, like each one of them got classics, like hood classics.
Yes.
Each one of them.
A lot of
Tech,
classics.
The Moose, Scholar.
Yes.
Like, they got classics that I know, like, yo, these niggas just need to make a super
It's
group.
like they getting in. I don't think it's a super group. I just think more collaborative episode action.
It gotta be more noise. That's
I think
it.
they need to do some like.
So what you think it would take to get more collabs? I mean, white boy already proved he can do the collabs, but what?
More producers and more DJs coming out.
Y'all
Y'all hold the key. The producers, white boy. If you looked at the documentaries and the vlogs he did behind it, he put some of that shit together. Probably all the niggas ain't. I know it don't work out when you tell all these niggas they gonna be in the song.
Right.
So he's like, yo, I want you to do this. I want you to do a hook for this and some and you put it in there because that's the rights you get as a producer, engineer, or DJ. You kind of like take care of them or let them sign their papers. And once they sign their papers, and you could do kind of like with Khaled. Like he tells you all the time, like, hey, they don't know they're gonna be there, but I put it together like that. That's what makes a producer. You know what I mean? So I feel like it need to be more A&Rs. It need to be more management teams. Like, dudes need to for management teams. It need to be more media platforms. It need to be a hub for the shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many motherfuckers in Entourage is not doing that. Cause you can say if any artist blow, Roddy blow, you know, I know he got homeboys around him that don't rap single dance. They should be starting a management company. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they should be the Racks t-shirts.
Yeah, the merch.
Should be out. The merch should be out because he just that hot, bro. Like, I don't have 10% as following me. Like, you have 50, 60,000, bro, and then you get 3,000-4,000 likes when you get picked. Dude, that times 20 in 30 days, boys. It's a nice piece of change. And you don't just get hot with your merch for a day or two. And as long as you making music, the more that shit built. It's
Right,
a fact that the merchandise take you further than the music checks.
Roddy had a game, a little motorcycle game and everything. So we just
that
got.
shit was hard.
I feel like it just need to be a challenge. Like, all right, he the rapper, but what else can you bring to that brand? Like, and build around that brand. Like, and just like everybody challenge each person to something different.
Exactly. That's what I say. That's it. So
And you know what, Ham? You said it in the episode. You know, a lot of the people that's supposed to be surrounding these artists and investing into these artists, because a lot of artists, like the facts of this shit for real is that it's hard to invest a lot of money into really blowing up as an artist. So it got to be people willing to invest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
They
like you
gotta
got a bunch
believe.
of people around you, and it's like, because Roddy was sending a fucking big ass bus through the hood with a screen on the side of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be willing to invest and really market.
That might have been Def Jam though.
It might have been Def Jam, but it might have been Def Jam.
His marketing team was strategy.
But
It was paid and it
a
was
lot
beautiful.
of these artists got to be open minded.
That was
you got to
smart.
be open minded to investing in other things outside of just
Shit,
the music.
the big ass bus had tech on it. I was sitting right here. We was on the side. I don't know if you was with us. We was sitting outside. Lee probably was with us. Lee brother. We was sitting outside smoking and talking at the episode, and then when the the CIAA tournament was here, he had the arcade jeweler van was riding around playing this shit. So
That's another thing. You see all them jewelers and them local people that's here. You feel me? Like, it's time for them to start putting up that money too. You feel me? Like, yeah, like if you gonna have this rapper coming to your jewelry shop and buying your watch, I mean, you gotta invest back into him and his community, and that's going to promote you through the city. You
Invest
feel me?
more than just extra jewelry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Invest more than just a picture. Cause that's how they'll take a picture with me. Nah, like, yo.
All this shit run full circle for real. As they invest, we investing. You know what I'm saying?
And it start, like you said, it start with us though, like setting our price and standing on it. Like, we can't, we can't be coming through and say, we want this and want that, and then motherfuckers tell us what they gonna do. We gotta recreate this culture and make it what we want it to be.
I agree.
I agree with that shit wholeheartedly. But that's some hard shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when media platforms like RAWDOPE Podcast need the funding so that way we can reach back. You know what I'm saying? And artists aren't willing to invest in themselves and invest into platforms like this. It make that shit hard because we looking for what's in the best interest of the artist.
Enough to say, I ain't gonna play for a podcast. Bro, like, but you'll give an artist that you don't know if they paid or not. You'll get them 10 racks or 5,000 or 3,000 to collaborate with you, but you don't want to pay for something that is gonna promote you. It don't make sense.
Run full circle. You know what I'm saying?
Run full circle. Like you at the end of the day, no, you know what I'm saying? Like when I told Kenny, we first started, like, bro, we wouldn't even feel right. Our first 100 episodes, even asking nobody for a penny. So we just imagine creating something from 1 to 100 and never asking nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We came with the concept that some people gotta pay at the episode 120 or something. You know what I'm saying? So all those episodes just dedicated to the art and culture, and it's down on day one and they don't appreciate you on day two. So it's just rough, but it's places out here that will appreciate.
Yeah.
It just getting the brand there.
And like they here though. That's the thing. Like I said, that's why I do what I do, because it just need that lower bridge to be made and to connect that, because they here, bro. They here and they got the bag, and they have the vision in their company where they are told you got X amount of money you must get rid of. You feel me? Or else we gonna have to pay taxes. You feel me? So they here though.
I know for a fact a good mogul in the community is Coca-Cola. I know they do a lot of funding within the area for a lot of different shit for real. So
Under Armour.
Yeah, Under Armour right there. Under Armour right down the street. You know what I'm saying? They have, like you said, they
Under
have
Armour. Listen, yeah, y'all from Baltimore. We from Baltimore.
We giving you free sauce.
Let's put this together, man. Under Armour. We gonna be at y'all door.
That's a known fact that I know 3 people that got it. You know, I know my man Mookie Darnell Divins. He do the basketball thing. I know I fucked with him. I remember my homeboy Terrence West that played for the Ravens. Shout out to West. And then I know Chino had the boots. So you know, Under Armour is well familiar with the city. It's just like you know, Chino for the bikes. You know, West the running back. You know, Mookie the basketball. It all. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, we be in the streets wearing Under Armour. That's our streetwear too. So let's get a street line division.
Yeah, exactly.
And RAWDOPE podcast, we gonna promo all the street line division.
Got that.
Under Armour, write the check.
I think what's his name? Plank. What's his name that own it? Glee. What's his name on Under Armour?
The couple white boys that went to Mount St. Joe.
Oh, they actually from Baltimore too?
Yeah, they
they
from
from
Baltimore.
Damn, that's all
That's
right.
what I was saying. Y'all from Baltimore, we from Baltimore. Come on, let's connect these dots.
I
man.
think that could happen though. I really think that could happen.
Nah, it's gonna happen. So we gonna set it. And we said it, it's gonna happen. Under Armour cut that check.
All right, man. But before if you're looking at this, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Go check out the last few videos, man. Episode 184, we live and direct, countdown to 200. Y'all know what it's hitting for. That picture's crooked.
You pay attention to details.
That picture's crooked. Lee, VYLO, my team. And listen, when y'all heard me, I want to say this on air. And VYLO, when y'all heard me on air, and I have outbursts, it only took a fucking 5 years to learn the boards. I don't be bringing down my team, but I just be jumping in their ass because if I get in front of the mic and choke and they just pat me on my back and tell me it's going to be okay, I don't really want to hang with them niggas no more. Tell me I'm a bitch-ass nigga. Get the fuck on the mic, do what the fuck you supposed to do, and worry about that sucker shit when you done. You get what I'm saying? And that's a part of the black man has got weak over the years. The black man has really got weak and more emotional than his kid's mother, his lover, or significant other.
Facts.
Your mother can't even be emotional. Your grandmother can't even be your nieces. Your lover can't even be emotional because you cry a fucking river every day.
Do you think that's because we've been all raised by women?
No, I wasn't. See, we all wasn't raised by women. You got niggas that was raised by women, which is most popular. We would say 60%. You got 20% that was raised by institution. Hold on, let me say. You got 30% that was raised by women. 30% that was raised in the streets. 20% that was raised up in jail, and then you had them 20% that could be raised up by their grandparents and uncles. Me, unfortunately, I was raised up by my grandmother. My father lived there, and then my grandmother's husband, which was my grandfather, he lived there. So it was always men around. My great-grandmother had 12 kids, nine sons and 3 daughters. So my grandmother passed away. I moved with my great-grandmother, and then my great-grandmother's house, 4 or 5 of my uncles lived there. So it wasn't never no time for that. And I'm kind of glad I grew up that way because a lot of people, I'm a real emotional person. I wear my shit on my sleeves. I cry all the time to myself. I talk to myself. I cry to myself. You know what I mean? I deal with myself. But in public, you ain't going to be able to tell that. In a courtroom, you ain't going to be able to tell that. In a tight situation, you ain't going to be able to tell that. Because I was just raised on how to handle that situation. All men break down, bro. We all cry, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all have feelings. Humanity has feelings. But it's about controlling them. And for Baltimore, can't speak nowhere else. About nowhere else. Who really can speak about Baltimore specifically, and just speak about the culture. Emotions, if you was raised up by your mother and around your mother, some of the most gangsters niggas was raised up by their mother. Some of the most richest niggas was raised up by their mother. Some of the most softest niggas was raised up by their mother. Some of the most lying and scamming niggas were raised up by their mother. And the same thing goes to grandmother and grandparents. So it ain't pretty much who you was raised up by. It's what they installed in you and what they allowed to happen and what they didn't allow to happen. I feel like that's what a great part of a queen raising a man. What she allow and don't allow. If you got a strong queen, she ain't gonna let you be weak. Even if she's got, she got weak parts of her because she's a woman. But she ain't gonna never let you see that because she know what it takes to be a man. So that's why women tend to raise good men because she know what it takes. She know what she want in a man. So that shouldn't be a hard task to teach a boy. But by him being a man, a boy tends to wander off and do things that a woman can never understand. You know what I mean? Because she understand your daddy. She didn't understand her daddy. You know what I mean? She only can understand her boy to a certain extent. You get what I'm saying? And that's when most mothers let go. You know, they got your back, but they understand you want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, like when I was younger, I didn't have to really be homeless. I could have went home. I wanted to be a man. I wanted to explore something. I wanted to see, could I handle it on my own too? That's just the traits of a man. We want to come up from under grandma. We want to come up from under mommy and help them. You know what I'm saying? We want to be a part of the solution instead of be a burden. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I was taught. But yeah, you know, man gotta learn how to control their emotion. It don't have nothing to do with your mother because you go outside every day. Your mother supposed to be emotional. She your mother. You supposed to be able to go cry to your mother. She supposed to tell you baby's gonna be okay. She supposed to tell you it ain't right. Then you gotta come back to the jungle with the men. And they tell you everything that happened out here right. Take that shit back in the house to your mother. So that's a bad part of our culture, bro. The emotion cause you to kill. Because I speak on this because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been one of them before. I've been a nigga that didn't know how to talk to people. I've been ignorant. I've been dumb. Been stupid. Been a thug. I should have been in fucking prison. Before I went to prison, the type of shit I was doing. Man, I'm man enough to tell you that now, man. People should have been locked me the fuck up. Nah, for real. They should have been locked me up along the rest of the idiots that I was carrying on with or was influenced. Because we was out of order. Pissing on the side of my grandmother's house. I'm just tell you shit I did. Selling drugs off the porch, cooking up in the house, having sex, coming on the chairs, doing a bunch of dumb shit and disrespectful ass shit. You need to be laid down, man. It's time for you to be a man. A lot of niggas won't say that, but I'm here to say that because if I wasn't that dumb motherfucker, I wouldn't be okay now. Cause I don't say I'm the smartest motherfucker or the coolest motherfucker. I'm just okay. I earned my common sense because common sense not common. I have common sense now. Took me over 35 fucking years to get it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I thought the way you think and all of us think together is the stupidest thinking ever. I thought we were smart. You know what I'm saying? Your stupid ideas, hey, we gonna keep the guns on us. His stupid ideas, we gonna hustle off his grandmother. My dumbass ideas, we gonna cook up in my grandmother's house. All just three stupid motherfuckers committing crimes and need to go behind the motherfucking door. Because the police can kick in the door, the robbers can kick in the door, and we put your grandmother, put your mother, you put everybody in that situation. You know what I mean? I didn't know no better. I didn't think it was the worstest thing in the world. But man, I sit back and I look. I don't knock nobody, but I look at some of the shit the dudes be doing. I'm like, man, I was doing that shit. Bitch, why the fuck the nigga had to be a grown-ass man, been through all this shit to understand that I was a fucking idiot? You know what I'm saying? I was a fucking idiot, bro. Like, I needed to go to jail when I went to prison. When that man gave me that 14 years, I deserved it. I deserved it. That man gave me 15 years off, spending for 7, then gave me another 7 years consecutive. I deserved it. I was deserved. I was out this bitch doing E-pills. I was out here having sex with multiple women. I was out here selling drugs. I was out here toting guns. I was out here disrespecting people's mothers. They didn't have my money for drugs. I was willing to literally hurt you if you played with him. Not so much if you had a problem about this hood, I'm going to hurt you about that. You feel me? You going to have to hurt me. I felt like I could break the law everywhere I go. I felt that I could talk to a woman any type of way. And if my girlfriend or my women got out, I felt as though I could slap the shit out of them and damn to go get their mother and brother. You know what I'm saying? I thought I could do that shit, bro. Until I was laying on the ground looking at the sky from my back and couldn't get up from them bullets. I ain't know that shit when that white man told me, nigga, you going to fucking jail, ain't nothing you could do about it, and sentenced me looking out the window. You know what I mean? I ain't talk that tough shit to him. You feel me? Because he had my freedom in his hand. When I had my freedom in my hand the whole fucking time and I didn't take my freedom for serious, bro. How he gonna take my shit for serious if I ain't take it for serious? How you gonna respect my mother if I don't respect my mother? How you gonna treat my girl like a queen if I don't treat her like a queen? You understand what I'm saying? How you gonna respect my neighborhood or my grandmother porch or my auntie property if I don't respect it? If I'm pissing on the side of it, throwing the blunt guts in the grass and doing shit like that, How you gonna respect it? So you do the same shit at your grandmother house, your auntie house. He do the same shit. Lee do the same shit. So we just do the same shit. So that's just fucked up. Door to door to door to door to door. So it smell like piss, smell like weed, it smell like liquor. If we out of order, we got a nerve to go in them people's refrigerator or ask them, Grandma, can you help me out? Or Mommy, can you help me out when you get locked up? And say, man, white man got me. And I'm not telling you all cops are good. I done got locked up 80% of the time, and it was illegal for the arrest. But they caught me illegal, but they didn't go by the book. But where the fucking book was at? Because I wasn't going by the book. See, everybody want to say, oh, this crooked cops, this is a crooked arm, this is crooked, there's a crooked cop. For real. Fuck, I want him to be crooked. The way I wanted them to be crooked. Take the gun off, you take your money, because I say, shit, if he do that right there and let me go, I live to hustle another day. I live to die another day. I live to throw a brick at the penitentiary another day. I live to disrespect my mother, my grandmother, everybody around me another fucking day. If he a fucked up nigga like me, because he probably beating on his wife, probably disrespecting his mother. He just got a badge and a gun. You know what I mean? We can all be fucking friends, bro, because we all headed to hell. We all headed to the hellfire for our ignorance, and a lot of us won't stand up and admit to that ignorance. Like Charleston White, I don't agree with everything he say, but 35% of the shit he say makes sense. Like he say, yo, we was G'ing a chick, bro, that was rape. And when he was breaking it down, I said, damn, being in that situation, a girl, you go hit her, then she think VYLO cute with the curly hair, she let him hit her. She don't really like fat niggas, and I'm being overly aggressive when I go in this shit. It's me and VYLO I ain't leaving out here like that. Now you got Big Homie coming, Lee coming, Kenny coming. Now there's 10 niggas on one chick. And she just don't want to say no. She don't feel left out and being embarrassed. Whole time we took advantage of that. I did that shit 100 times with the homies. But I didn't know no fucking better until I start experiencing shit, and then like, damn, yo, that was some fucked up shit. And I could be a man today, bro, and just admit, bro, like, I thank God, man, Allah, that I'm still living, bro, because we played with fire. God, watch out for the dumb, deaf, and blind and the fools, bro, because I was a fool. I was a fool. And that's my message on this weekly, bro, like, accountability, consistency. They're the two main words to life, consistency and accountability. If you consistent and you can take accountability, bro, you gonna have a smooth sail home. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have a smooth sailing, bro. And we fucked up, bro. We fucked up niggas, bro. We can go to the Willie Lynch story. We can say the slavery. We can say this is why our mind in these conditions. That's true. But at some point, bro, I ain't really never get hit on my back with no slave whip, and I damn sure never saw Willie Lynch. You know what I mean? When I came up, you can go in the same store white people can go to. We ain't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't care about our community. I remember our neighborhood. I remember the streets used to look like it was crystals in the streets with so many broken bottles. I said, damn, bro, how many of them bottles I did it? I got a kick out of breaking bottles. I got a kick out of calling the police and sending them to a vacant house. Then I got a kick out of selling drugs. I got a kick out of toting guns till I kept getting locked up with them bitches. I got a kick out of telling the police, fuck y'all, I'm going to get bailed out. I'm going to get a lawyer, nigga, fuck you. Until one day the motherfucking doors closed and he ain't open up. And then I was put in a situation with all the gangsters, all the rats, all the snakes, all the pigs, everything you can imagine you get put in these institutions with.
The jungle.
The jungle, the mighty jungle. We away. The lion sings tonight. And that punk told you on life, don't be scared. You can't be scared because you was just freaking bad. I know I was. I don't know what you was doing, nigga, but I told the police, suck my dick 1,000,000 times because I ain't give a fuck about getting locked up because I signed up to get killed or locked up. Because I know this was going to have niggas get killed every day, B. You got to sink niggas get smoked, Jack. These people lurking for these drugs, man. They won't be in their mind, man. They know you going to kill them and try to snatch that shit out your hand, man. It's dudes out here that can't pay their rent and is outside with big guns on them to come rob you. If you move, they gonna kill you. It's niggas' mothers out here that's addicted to the shit you selling that'll go knock you down. And you got to deal with her son just because you young and horny. I'm saying real shit that go with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Real shit that go with the streets. Nigga, mother getting high or been in a situation where we hustle up $10,000 and my man mother still is safe. It's nobody to kill. It's nobody to hurt. My man mother stole the safe. Fuck we gonna do? All we saying is we gonna get a boyfriend. We gonna get hit. We chase him. All that, bro. Like, that's some real live war story shit. My man mother stole the bag from us. We put all our shit in the safe. We kids. We about 18. My little man about 16. My man, we put out, man, we hustle hard. About 3 months strong, just reeing up, putting it in the safe. And I remember the day it happened, I had about $840 some dollars. He had about $900. Man, we went to the mall with the extra money. We just like, yo, today we gonna get fresh. We gonna get our weed. We gonna get our drinks. We gonna get a hotel room for the chicks. We gonna pop the safe open. Boy, it's been in 90 days. We gonna pop the safe open. Yo, go get the safe. Bro, it's gone. It's gone. Yo, we hugging me crying because it's my man mother. We was so loyal back then. We ain't tell him no dumb shit. We lost everything that we was hustling for, bro. We ain't tell him no dumb shit, bro. All we said was, we gonna get a boyfriend. Her boyfriend put it up to her. Cause I love my man that much and I know what his mother struggling to, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna tell him some dumb shit. Man, we'd go out here and rob all night and burn fiends to get back up before we disrespect your mama, man. And me and you might walk off and say, man, I don't know, yo, we should put that shit in his grandmama room. We got what we gonna say, but overall, we ain't disrespect the mama. Now that nigga mama might get killed. And the niggas might gas his son up to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, man, I don't know, man. I just take full accountability for me, and I think that Allah guided me through the tunnel of understanding who I was and who people was. Because I didn't know how I loved, but I didn't understand the definition of love. I knew it was the right thing to say. I knew it was a feeling, but I didn't understand that. Hey, man, if you love your motherfucking grandmother, man, you wouldn't sell no drugs in the house. Fuck all that, how hard it's getting, nigga. Nah. You keep that shit away from your family, because what if the police run up in here and make a mistake and shoot Granny? Granny ain't never do that shit in her life. Bro, she never did it. You know what I'm saying? All the shit we done brought to our parents and the shit we do, I ain't gonna make excuses for it. We know why it happened. We know they planned it out, so this could be how he is now. But, man, some of the shit that I did, bro, I thank God that I'm still walking and breathing and can talk and, you know, even have a show. Because some of the shit I did, bro, I should have been in somebody's coffin or been in somebody's jail cell, man. Now, over the last 4 years, I don't deserve that shit because I cleaned up my act. But before that, I always had a conscience, was always a good nigga, bro. But I did some dumb shit. Like, we used to get a kick out of beating fiends up. Man, that's somebody motherfucking father, grandfather, uncle, somebody love that person. But to us, we name our people fiends, junkies. You know what I mean? Tricks. Yo, that's a trick, man. That's one of them whores off of the boulevard. That's what we call our people, yo. That's what we call our man, mother. That's how we talk about your father. My father got high, so to y'all niggas, he's a fiend. To me, that's my daddy. And you my nigga. But if he got $50, you want that. If you give him something and he don't pay it back, you want that. What's the change? Because your father a fiend, bro. We beat fiends up every day. No, my father never got beat up or nothing like that. I mean, my father got his head busted, but it wasn't in our community. You know what I'm saying? He didn't had his thing, but my father wasn't the type of dude that got high that created a bunch of debts for himself and played them type of games that people played. So he wasn't one of the ones that they was using for a punching bag. But at the same time, it was niggas' fathers that I know. With father was a puncher. Nigga, he didn't even fuck with his father, so he was fucking them up with us. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it, bro. And I just be like, bro, I just try to be a better me, bro. I just try to be 100 all the way around the board because everybody playing a 50. You know what I'm saying? People be telling me, oh, I can't believe you did that. Well, I can't, how easy it is to call you and reach out like, come on, bro, what you gonna do and come in with a pistol? It's just, I just hope I know the 3 words when I enter the grave, man. You know what I mean? Who's your God? What book? Who was his messenger? I hope I remember that. Because I done had nightmares of dying and couldn't remember that shit in my sleep. For real. Like, no, that's another podcast, but you understand what I'm saying? So that's how I think. But I just, all the time, just ask God, just forgive me for my wrongdoings. You know what I mean? And I promise you, you know what I'm saying, I'll get anything over average, bro. I'm going to double back and look out for my people so it won't be hundreds of me created. And you got to be 35 and 40 years old before you get the message. You know what I'm saying? It was older dudes that told us what we was doing, but most of the dudes that told us right from wrong was selling drugs or abusing drugs, and their message was very imperative. But when you young, it wasn't relevant. It made sense, but it wasn't relevant because, nigga, you don't care. Niggas ain't selling the pills for you. You don't care. You feel me? Like, nigga, you getting high. It ain't my fault you getting high, bro. You feel me? Shit, nigga, sir. We used to be on some shit. Man, fuck that shit. Nigga, serve my fault. I don't care. Your fault get high, I'm serving them. You know what I mean? It's all these phases you go through. Yo, keep saying don't serve his father shit, yo. Yo, come around. I'm hitting this mother, bro. Yo, hit my aunt. You know what I'm saying? And niggas really, they are real arguments in the hood that could lead to one-on-ones.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yo, you hit my mother. I told niggas don't get my mother nothing. Or you be like, yo, nigga, I told niggas don't serve my aunt. Niggas still serve my aunt. Nigga, you know, everybody, people's get high. You understand what I'm saying? They the things that we go through as a culture, man. I just like to step up to the plate and be like, bro, I was fucked up before, bro. I ain't understand. I ain't had no respect, bro. And I always told myself I get in position, I'm never going to treat the guys or the females younger than me, bro. Like, I ain't going to, I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on that, bro, because that's it. If a lot of people just stand on what they say, I think the ghetto will be a better place. I don't think everybody get killed, bro, but motherfuckers love breaking their words, yo. But motherfuckers love lying, and motherfuckers always got some shit with them. They always got some shit with them, man. That's all. That's it, man. They always got some shit with them, bro. Nigga, the average person always got some shit with them. That's why I like VYLO. That's why I like Lee. That's why I like certain people, yourself. I study, man. Man, it only been 4 years, Lee. You only went to what college again? It's a joke, Lee. It's a fake problem. Tell them it's a joke. Loosen up. Clap a little bit. Loosen up, man. Loosen up your collar, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. You're very good. Shout out to the producer, man. Lee the Genius, man. He's very good at what he do, man. All the guys are good at what they do, but hey, man, we criticize each other. We don't hide who we are amongst each other, bro, and that's super cool. So what else you got, VYLO? Because I get to going, bro. But I just had a moment right there. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. Tell me if you feeling it or you ain't. Or share your story right in the comment box.
Commanders running back Brian Robinson was shot multiple times in an attempted robbery and carjacking.
You can't be running around with that jewelry and stuff, man. You just can't be running around with it. You can't do it. And you can't be a big star and wear these bust down Rolexes without security. Me, Speedy, and us, we gonna have security, VYLO.
It say it was an attempted carjacking, so it sounded like he ain't want to get a car.
You can't be riding your car where carjackers at. I'm just on
they
some
everywhere.
I'm just on some soft shit.
That car game serious.
I can take you some places where a nigga wouldn't dare think about a carjacking because before he can get to that location, the county boundary's gonna pull him over. You look like you don't belong out here, boy. You feel me? They ain't letting you hang around where you could peep somebody. See, if you in certain places, and even in Baltimore, if you stand around too long, somebody gonna call the police. You don't look like you belongs there. You feel me? You don't. Fuck all that, bro. And I understand that shit. Like, it's more speed cameras in the city than in the county. You know what I'm saying? It's be certain places there's one speed camera for the whole goddamn town. And that's for people coming in.
Yeah, that's some
it
of these speed
ain't
cameras
running around.
shutting off at certain
but
times.
It ain't all around in their community because these people pay too much property tax to be playing with them with some speed camera. I want to speed into my driveway and crash into the wall, nigga. That's what I'm doing. I'm not paying you $40. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. You know, some communities are good, some communities are bad though. But yeah, man. You know, Speedy. You know, just tell the people how we linked up and you know what's your position now.
Man, shout out my man Tone, man. Lord Tone, man.
Shout out Tone.
Check him out on the gram. The Flip Project.
The youngest motherfucker selling houses.
Yeah.
I was with Tone and Lee and us and we was training. I almost sold a house.
Yeah.
Remember the house we saying? I called him a couple dudes around, but dudes was playing baton with the 55. And these was dudes that I knew had the 55. They wanted to know too much. I'm saying, bro, from what I see in here, bro, his joint is worth 55,000. Like, real quick. And Tone told me, like, boy, they pop, boy, you gonna make this. We going. I said, boy, all right. My little man smooth as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I done seen Tone make a lot of money.
I believe it.
But, like, when you know when it's outside looking in, sometimes people don't really...
They don't understand.
Yeah, they don't
can't
acknowledge
grasp
their
it.
powers.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, like, boy, I'm watching you, like, do magic right now. You feel me? Like, so I end up producing a show for him, you know, the Flip Project around him, just doing the real
Shout out
estate
to the Flip Project.
and all that. So, you know, he already had a relationship with Ham. So, Ham had,
Lee too. Lee, Kenny, the whole team.
right, he had a whole
But we got a little
relationship.
bond, you know, because we're Muslims and stuff.
Right, so he sent me the story. He sent me the story straight to my DM when y'all was talking about, you know, the podcast
Right.
and you want to add to the team. Bop. He straight sent it to me. And I'm like, all right, and I went straight to you. I said, I'm gonna go holler straight
How
to
long
him.
it took
You
me to
feel
holler back?
Just like that. So that whole process happened like that until where we at right now. So it's like everything that I envision myself doing, you feel me? Like, it's coming to fruition, you know, that time and that money, everything I put into myself, like, it's coming at its time, at the pace that it's moving at, you feel me? I can't control the pace, you feel me? But I can control the universe, and the universe is coming together, and it's beautiful, man. So we got big things coming, man, for real.
Hell yeah, man. And VYLO. Who your top 7 artists before we get out of here? I never asked you that.
Damn.
Of all time or Baltimore? I feel like you talking about Baltimore.
Yeah, you know I am. You know I gotta.
Oh man.
Don't be long winded, cause we on a.
All right, I feel like it'd be disrespectful not to say YG Tech. So.
You got damn right. That's
YG
one.
Tech. We talking about living, right?
Living. No, come on, man. You can't forget about the dead either.
Oh man, you open. All right, so I'll say
Tech.
Tech, Scooter. I'll throw Scooter in there.
The GOAT. I'm gonna get a picture of Scooter made to go on my shit. Scooter the legend.
Live from the trenches.
I feel like TMC the Don,
3,
OTR Chaz,
4,
Roddy.
5.
I'm gonna go with Neiman Martin,
Name him up. Yeah, he's special. And your man.
and I'm gonna go with BRM Stunting.
Yes.
That's my son.
Speedo,
Go with everything.
give me your 7 top podcasts globally, worldwide.
Podcast?
You can say all 7 because I had to switch it up. I gotta give you podcasts.
Damn.
Cause you're a cameraman, Doug. You
So
say my
so
shit.
you know, I've been doing my little research on the podcast. So
Professional or local.
so number 1 I had to be, I don't know if everybody on, but I fuck with Corey Holcomb, man. The 5150 podcast. If y'all ever get a chance, check yo out.
Yeah.
Hilarious, informative, just raw. Kind of remind me of him. He say what the fuck he want.
Yeah.
And he say the same thing. He be like, I ain't got no sponsors. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You
Yeah.
feel me? So we got Corey Holcomb.
You got damn right.
Drink Champs.
2. I would shout out the drink. Shout out my man EFN and Drink Chance.
EFN.
First big podcast to show me love.
Nori funny as shit. Joe Button. I gotta fuck with Joe Button. He like the godfather of this podcast shit. I don't like. Damn.
Yeah, Joe
Fucking
Button's my
that.
bit. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing tonight. I watched about 5 episodes. I gotta catch up.
Damn. I'm gonna throw in the females. I fuck with coming to females too. Don't call me white girl.
I love her.
Don't call me white.
She's
hilarious.
yo. Listen, she won a couple. Yeah, I talked to y'all. She only won a couple. I swear, I ain't gonna lie. I love her, bro. Like
She hilarious, bro.
she hilarious, bro, and she real.
We
bro.
gonna have to reach out to her.
I reached out already.
Yeah.
I talked to her manager and everything. You know what I'm saying? She white girl is.
She got some Baltimore people on her team too.
Listen, white girl is in a place. Like I said, I'm on a 50-yard line. White girl like on a 70. You know, closer to the end zone. I'm gonna say she on a 75.
Okay.
I'm on a 45. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, and You know, because one thing I know with her business team was like, yo, when you pay that, you know, you going on our page permanently. We really gonna fuck with you. How much time? Like, they was really square business, and I liked it, the price, and I said, yeah, that'll be big. And I respect for what White Girl did for $1 million worth of game, whether they knock it or not. I'm a big fan of WYLO. I'm a fan of Gilly.
That's
you know
another one.
I fuck with WYLO.
That's my 5, right?
Yeah.
Gilly and WYLO. Damn, 85 South Show.
You got that 6. I mean, you gotta like
South,
them.
85 South Show. And I'm gonna top it off with Poor Minds. I don't know if you ever seen Poor Minds, the 2 chicks. What's their name? They was just on the Breakfast Club today too.
Is that the show that's produced by Joe Buttons?
Nah, Poor Minds. Two. It's spelled POUR Minds. 2 chicks. But they hilarious and they good to look at too. So shout out Poor Minds, man.
Lee, before we wrap it up, give me your top 5 podcasts in Baltimore City. Lee the Genius is about to say his top 5 podcasts, because he always say you do this stuff when you say stuff about us behind the board. So now I said my new thing is to put Lee and Kenny on the spot when they behind the boards. Lee, your top 5 Baltimore podcasts, because you produce a lot of them.
Top 5 favorite podcasts in the city. RAWDOPE podcast.
I mean, you know.
Yes, sir.
It can't be no other choice.
Melvin Air podcast.
My motherfucking man.
Music Life and Love podcast.
They crispy.
The last 2, they kind of hard. All right, let me think about this. I want some distinction. I don't like when I see everything the same too much.
You watch a lot of shows too, Lee.
Yeah, I know. I produce a lot of them.
Like, you watch a lot of shows.
I like what Anything Goes production is doing.
I love Anything Goes. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. I want them to drop more consistent. You got one more, Lee?
Got one more?
Yeah.
In the Den podcast.
What's it called?
In the Den.
In the Den podcast. Shout about that. But listen, man. Hey, hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment, man. Drop a like. Leave a comment. New merch dropping in 2 weeks. So it'll be up in the thing. Working on Patreon. What's next for RAWDOPE podcast? 16 episodes followed up. I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I just know VYLO right here, Speedy right here, Lee right here. In the next 16 episodes, we will be doing a live podcast with no numbers on that, and then we'll get back to the basics and trying to get y'all some history on that. So you know what I mean. We're gonna do some things. I don't want to announce it all, man. But shout out to the to all the podcasters and all the content creators in the city of Baltimore throughout the whole DMV. Shout out to the content creator on planet Earth. But just first and foremost, we worrying about the city, and then first and foremost, the home come first, and I'm from Baltimore, and then my cousins come second. That's the DMV. Then everything else, we in compliance with. You want to say something about it?
Yeah, one more thing, man. Look. Network Studios, man.
Network Studios.
We got the studio going, man.
We expanding too.
I'm the lead engineer, man.
Yes.
Look, we looking for that fresh talent. It ain't even just about that. We trying to create that Atlanta type vibe, where as though we networking, we giving.
We trying to create that BDMV type.
Yeah,
vibe.
That BDMV type of vibe.
Not Cali, not New York.
But I had to give them something in comparison. You walk in the studio in Atlanta, there's no telling who you might meet. So we on that type of tip for real.
That's
like
true.
we trying to make it where as though you getting real connections, you getting real information. Like this deeper than just the music for us. So yeah, definitely tap, man. Shout out the RAWDOPE podcast. Shout out the Digital Empath. Shout out to Speedy, our new member on the team, man. We appreciate you.
Speedo. Hey man, man, we thank y'all for joining us out weekly. I know we didn't talk about too much of hip hop, but we gonna get back into that next week, or we might be shooting this weekend, Lee.
I also want to take this time to make sure y'all know that the official RAWDOPE merchandise is coming. Be sure to make sure y'all do y'all pre-orders. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, man, and I thank y'all, man, and thank you. This is a weekly. We out of here. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RAWDOPE podcast.